What's up, y'all? So, I've been gone for a while, I know. I've tried posting one video here and there, but who cares about all that? I'm going to try to start coming back, doing more stuff. I'm doing more things with, like, editing. I've learned a few things here and there. And this video, as you know by the title, is my top 31 horror picks. I figured I should probably do this video right now, since it is that spooky time of year and all. And, well, you know me, I love film. I have a bunch of film. So, 31 was kind of hard, so I have 20 honorable mentions, and we'll just hit that off right now. I'll try to rapid fire those a little bit, but I'll explain a little bit from each film, I guess. So, I also have my script over here, so if I keep looking over, that's what I'm looking at, so yeah! So, honorable mentions. Starting off, Hunting Humans from 2002. That movie is so low budget, but I love the concept of it, and it's kind of creepy. Just watch it. The picture will be somewhere over here. And then, let's see. I got Eight-Legged Freaks from 2002. It's just a giant spider movie. Come on. It's funny. Black Xmas from 2006. Yeah, it's the remake, but it's not the remake of remakes that everyone hates. It's the middle one. So, take it as it is. I enjoyed it. It was fun. House of the Dead 2003. I used to play the video game. That was one of the DVDs I rented from my local DVD store. That was really cool. I actually bought it from there too. I'm really into a lot of Asian films, so I got Suicide Club on there. That one almost actually made my 31. So that one's an interesting film. His movies are always fun. You might see him later. Also got Street Trash on there from 1987. I like the 80s. It was hard to try to put just only 80s films, but you know, I might do an 80s film list one day. Then The Cabin in the Woods from 2011. I actually think that might be the newest film I have anywhere in this, but I don't know. We'll see. That one was funny. Darkness Falls, 2003. Good movie. It's almost like you can kind of see like a pattern of years with my movies, I guess. Idle Hands from 1999. That movie I actually saw on basic TV, I think. It might have been regular cable when I first saw it, but then I had to go find the DVD like right away. Ginger Snaps from 2000. I mean, it's really good. The second one was mid. The third one was basically like the original. So the first one's really good though. Wrong Turn, 2003. It's cannibals, I guess. Hannibal, I don't know. It's creepy guys in the woods. They're good movies. Watch them. I mean, the later films kind of suck, but they're still fun. Valentine from 2001. Another 2001 film I like. And following this channel, you'll see I'm going to start doing another series that deals with that kind of era, so stay tuned for that. Then I got Attack of the Killer Tomatoes from 1978. I watched this with my cousin when I was a little kid, like really young. And I enjoyed it ever since, and that might have been where I got my liking of horror comedies, I guess. Maniac, 1980. That film is just interesting. The cover is but you know. Trick or Treat from 2007. I mean, Sam is a little overrated anymore, but I do enjoy the concept of that film. I think that'd be another fun film to do something like that nowadays. Then I got Night of the Living Dead 1968. That will surprise a lot of people who know me because I do collect a lot of Night of the Living Dead. That was like right there on. If there were 32 days in October, I think that would have made the list. Wolf Creek 2005. I don't know what to say. I just enjoy that movie. I like that kind of grungy style film. Cursed from 2005. I have a thing for werewolf movies if they're good. Jennifer's Body from 2009. It's just funny and it has its moments. Urban Legends Final Cut from 2000. Yes, it's not the first Urban Legends. The first one was alright. I enjoyed the second one more. I don't know why. So, that would have been all the honorable mentions, and we can start this list going now. And this is where it gets interesting. Like, okay, I'm going to start at number 31. This was actually really hard for me to rank these movies. I'm not that good at ranking my movies. Like, I know my top 5 in the horror area somewhat, but trying to rank films for me is hard. So I kind of just did it off of my own opinions on these, I guess. I mean, it is my list, so I guess it is my opinions, but ranking them was hard. Starting out, number 31. Should I do it like that voice? No. But everyone knows the voice, though. So, number 31. It's right here. And reveal. Gacy from 2003. Kind of a low-budget movie. I rented that from Besto Video. It was my local spot when I was a kid. He would always recommend weird indie films for me. That's where Hunting Humans came from, too. So he recommended Gacy because I was into a lot of the weird horror serial killer stuff. And that movie has stuck with me. And crazy enough, that movie is kind of hard to find on physical media nowadays. I mean, it's about Gacy, the real-life serial killer. It's low budget, but it's still fun, and I don't know what else to say about that movie. It made it to my list right above Night of the Living Dead, just because I thought it was put together very well for the low-budget film it was. Number 30, Feast from 2005. So that movie, I almost, if I were to do like sequels and everything, I would put all of them in that bubble because they're just really fun to watch together. But Feast 1 you can watch by itself. Feast 2 and 3 though, you have to watch together. You can't not watch them. Like, you can't watch Feast 2 and then be like, oh, okay, because it literally goes off into Feast 3. Feast 1, though, I always have said it's like Tremors if Tremors was set in a bar like a Tarantino film, and it's just interesting. Then we're going to get to number 29, Bride of Chucky from 1998. Yet again, another one that's not the original film. I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for some of this, just because, like, I don't have a lot of the original films. There are some sequels and stuff I like. I feel like with the Child's Play series, though, Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 are kind of a standalone, and then you get to, like, The Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky and all those Chuckies. It's a lot of Chucky. I should put the Rugrats Chucky behind me while I'm talking about them. But, so, with those, they're more on the horror, and when Bride of Chucky came around, it kind of took off more to the horror comedy, in my opinion, and it just was really fun to watch that movie. Like, I enjoyed the first 3 for what they were, but Bride of Chucky is my most memorable Chucky film. I mean, Seed of Chucky's funny because you got, what's his face? I believe Redman's in it, or is it Method Man? I can't remember. It's one of them. Maybe they're both in it. I need to watch it again. It's been a minute. But Bride of Chucky was really fun, and that's where you met Tiffany, and it was crazy seeing the duo of dolls, and yeah. Going on to number 28, The Video Dead from 1987. So I came into The Video Dead a lot later than other people. I didn't know anything about it until probably 2010 for some odd reason. I have no idea. But I watched it and I really enjoyed that film, and when I watched it, it had no actual like DVD release. So it might not have been 2010. I don't remember. But it now has a release on Blu-ray from Shout Factory, Scream Factory. It's on that double feature. So watch it. It's kind of a cheesy zombie film. It's bad, but it's good at the same time. Alright, so going from number 28 to 27, this film is a weird one. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2003. Oh, it's a remake. Oh no. Horror guy likes remakes. I seen this movie at the Dollar Theater by my house with my grandmother. That was really weird, seeing it with my grandmother. But I really enjoyed this movie. At the time, I actually liked it more than the original, but I was young, I was stupid. What can I say? I mean, it's still a really good movie, and it makes my list every year. I actually think I watched this one more than I watched the original, but I do like the original more nowadays. But, yeah. So, going from there, number 26. Stay Alive from 2006. Yes, I know the graphics suck. That's a given. The graphics suck in this movie. And it's terrible graphics. But the concept of this movie is creepy as hell. And I don't know, it's just... Maybe, since I used to play horror video games, I mean, I don't play horror video games anymore, they're overrated. But I used to play them, like the Resident Evils, the Silent Hills, all that. This concept is really creepy. It's just interesting movie. I do agree with everyone that the graphics suck. They're not good at all, but I like the concept. And I wish they would remake this movie. Or do a movie like this movie nowadays, but not in the Hollywood we have. They would ruin it, put some agenda, whatever they want to do, and they would ruin the movie. So, going from there, we have number 25, which came out in 2006. Hills Have Eyes. Another remake. It's almost like... I talk so much smack on remakes, but then it's like I have a bunch of remakes on my list. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I have a lot of remakes. I like this Hills Have Eyes. Yes, the original one was really good, but this one I seen before the original, weirdly enough. So it stuck with me, and I mean, I like these weird grungy style films like this. That's why I had Wrong Turn and all those. But yeah, number 24. Came out in 2008. I really think Cabin in the Woods was my newest movie on my list. No, I don't remember. Came out in 2008. Prom Night. Another remake. I mean, I could go read it as it is right on here. Glossy teen slasher vibes. Not the scariest, but still a fun watch. Wow. I agree with everything that says. But, yeah, it's not scary at all. It's just fun. It's a slasher film. I like slasher films. People know I like slasher films. Yeah, it doesn't have the Scream Queen in it. And personally, I don't think she's the Scream Queen. Yeah, she was in a lot of iconic horror films, but I don't know. Her acting was kind of mid for me. So anyway, going from there is number 23. Came out in 2002. Fear.com. Same idea as Stay Alive. Anything that deals with like internet and those kind of vibes is kind of creepy if you do it right. Fear.com kind of came out too early, I think. If you were to do a Fear.com nowadays, with the way internet is and AI and holograms and all that, I think that kind of movie would be hella creepy if you done it right. And for that movie is always going to be there for me in my list of films that I suggest to watch in the spooky season. Number 22 came out in 98, The Faculty. I mean, I'm not a big Alien fan. I don't watch a lot of Alien movies. Let me rewind. I watch Alien movies. I'm not a big fan of Alien movies, but I'll watch them. The Faculty, though, it's one of those movies that had one of those covers from the 80s, 90s that I like, and it's high school invasion of the body snatchers, I guess. It's just interesting and weird. And that's another one that I think would kind of be fun today if they were to remake it. You wouldn't know who was not them, I guess. Going from there. Oh my god. Does this count as a remake? I guess it counts as a remake. Yeah, it's a remake. Number 21 came out in 2005. House of Wax. I mean, you got Sam Winchester in it, and he's freaking giant. The behind the scenes was funny in that. I forgot her name. The shoes she had to wear, so she looked kind of normal height compared to him. She had to wear like platform tennis shoes, and that was just funny. The movie is House of Wax. I mean, let me read what it says. Surprisingly gnarly kills in creepy wax town. That's all it's telling me. But it also says it's the Paris Hilton one. Yeah, she's in it. Ignoring the fact that Paris Hilton's in it, it's a fun watch. I actually have that on Blu-ray now, and I might watch that soon. Okay, get into number 20. This is another one that, it's not a remake, but it's a sequel. Came out in 1994. I actually watched this one before I watched the first one. Leprechaun 2. It's very campy. The reason this one makes my cut over Leprechaun, though, is because I rented this on VHS in a small town rental store, and I remember the night I watched it, it was actually on a Halloween night. And I was just sitting there watching it all by myself, and I was probably way too young to watch it because of the scenes that are in that movie. If you've seen it, you know the fan scene. There you go. But yeah, it is a leprechaun who will kill you. It's funny. I enjoy it, and there's a lot of them. And he goes to space. I mean, you're not a true horror icon. I'm looking at you, Terrifier. Unless you go to space. So the next Terrifier movie better be in space if they want to actually be like any of the other cool horror people. Yes, I know Freddy's never been to space, or Michael Myers, but that's not the point. The point is, you're not cool unless you go to space. And then that counteracts what I just said about alien films. I don't care. My point is, Leprechaun is funny, and it's worth a watch. The whole franchise is so dumb. It is amazing. And then you got number 19. Came out in 1978. I mean, what movie came out in 1978 that is a horror classic icon? Halloween. So, do I have to ramble about this movie? I guess what I'll have to ramble on is why it's so low on my list. It's kind of slow. I like it. I do. Halloween as a standalone film would have been great. It went weird later on. Surprisingly, I didn't put Halloween 3 on my list, and over the years, I used to hate Halloween 3. Like, I thought it was dumb because I was like, there's no Michael Myers. What is this movie? It grew on me, and now if I make this list next year, I might actually put Halloween 3 somewhere on it, just because that movie to me stands out because it's not the same. Halloween 1, yeah, you got a killer stalking a babysitter. That's kind of original, I guess, back then, but everyone does it now. And the Scream Queen, she was in it, and her acting just wasn't good. And I get it, it's a horror film, and actresses and actors don't have to be great in horror films, but I'm not a fan of her. And that's probably why it's so far down on my list, because of her. Put somebody else in there and it would have probably been a lot better. Wow, this whole section right here is probably going to piss off all the horror people. You ain't a real horror fan if you don't have these on your Mount Rushmore. Number 18 came out in 1974. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like I said, I will watch the remake more than this one, but for this film and how it was made, just the goriness and the grunginess and dirtiness of this movie was amazing. I have a style of film I like, and it's usually where you mix dirt and you mix blood and you mix guts, and those are my horror films. I really enjoy that style, where it's like, just, it feels more real, I guess you'd put it. Oh no, a guy with a knife broke into my house and killed me while I was babysitting some kids. Nah, they go out in there in the country and they get bleeped up by a freaking dude in a skin mask and a chainsaw. I mean, come on. That movie's gory as hell. So, number 17 came out in 1980. Friday the 13th. Should I put part 2? Possibly. Should I put part 3? Possibly. But when it comes to these horror films, I gotta put the original, because if it wasn't for the original, we wouldn't have the other films. So when people are like, oh, part 2's better, that's when we first got Jason. Yeah, part 3's better, in my opinion, than part 2, because that's when we got the hockey mask. But that's neither here nor there. They're all good to a point. I mean, he goes to space later on, so there's that for him. And actually, I think Jason X is actually a really damn good movie. It's fun, it's violent, it's weird. He's in space, he gets an upgrade. It's cool. This one, everyone's seen it. You know who the killer is. It was, at the time it was filmed, was interesting because there were a lot of camp movies. So that was cool. The movie itself is pretty good. The acting's alright. And I am like blazing over some of these because, I mean, you're watching a horror countdown. You know what Friday the 13th is. Number 16 came out in 1984. Nightmare on Elm Street. What can I say? It's a Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy. He's creepy as hell. He kills you in your dreams. Don't sleep. That's a wild concept. Just wild to see that. I mean, I enjoy so many Wes Craven films. It is really hard for me to put just like one or two or whatever I have on the list. It's hard because I like Wes Craven's work. Some of his work was mid. But yeah, so for Freddy, he's creepy as hell and a little pervy. But the remake of this film, I don't enjoy. So there's a remake I don't like. I think they really made him more into the creepy aspect. Like, not the, oh, it's a scary movie creepy, as in, like, creepy. And it was weird. I don't like that. So, going on to number 15. Came out in the year 2000. Battle Royale. A lot of people I know haven't seen it, but I know in the horror world you've seen this movie. Japanese survival horror meets brutal social commentary, one of a kind is what it says. And I mean, technically it's two of a kind because there's a sequel. So I guess it's not one of a kind. But for that, it is still an interesting film, and I feel like a lot of work nowadays has been inspired by that. Think of Hunger Games, but gorier and deadlier. I mean, come on. So going from there, we got number 14, came out in 2003. House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, I got a Rob Zombie film above the Mount Rushmore. So what? It's that dirty, grungy, gory, freak show kind of thing. It's dirty, chaotic, weird at times. I mean, Devil's Rejects was a pretty good follow-up film. Free from Hell, not as much. But House of a Thousand Corpses. Weird as hell and fun and dark and gory and just interesting. Then you got number 13. Came out in 1985. Return of the Living Dead. Yes, I put this on my list over Night of the Living Dead just because the zombies are interesting. They don't really die. And when they die, they bring other zombies. Like, and that's all. Zombies die. They make zombies, yes. If you get bit by a zombie, you're a zombie, yes. But I'm talking like, they burn these mother truckers in their ashes with the rain and everything, and you got a whole freaking graveyard. Like, come on, dude. That's creepy as hell. You can't survive that. That movie is weird. And yes, there are sequels, like Return of the Living Dead Part 2 has the same actors and different characters, I guess, but it's still a fun movie. Part 3 was very interesting. 4 and 5 are, I feel like they just use the name and the concept. Those are very low budget and harder to find, but you can still find them. But the first one, my gosh, that movie is good. Watch it. And it's punky. Punk films are always fun. Number 12 came out in 2003. Maybe I'll get hate for this one because I have it higher than others. Freddy vs. Jason. Yes. I've seen that at the dollar theater too. And no, I didn't see them like, oh no, these movies are a dollar theater. They must have sucked. No. I seen them like 2 weeks before they came out on DVD at a dollar theater because that's how the dollar theaters work around here. Like, shoot, they would keep movies in theater while they were on physical release. Like, yeah. But it was fun. The soundtrack is killer, and if you know me, if there's a good soundtrack, I'm probably going to either love the soundtrack and love the movie, or just love the soundtrack. But it had both. Like, it's Freddy, the original. He was funny. Jason was Jason. So it was cheesy at points. It was interesting seeing those two icons battle it out. I wish they would do more movies like that. That'd be fun. Like, let's throw in some like Leprechaun versus Chucky. That would be an interesting one. Two little dudes fighting it out. But, you know, people want to see like Michael Myers and Hellraiser, and I personally think that's a weird combo. Maybe like a Hellraiser and Freddy would be fun because just the worlds they are put. I mean, that would be interesting. Put Michael Myers with Jason. I know they're basically the same, but that'd be funny to watch. And I don't care who you are, no one wants Art versus any of these fools. Art just, no. You know, don't get me wrong. I like the first Terrifier. I don't mind the Terrifier films. I'm going to ramble, and I don't want to, so yeah, we'll talk about Terrifier later. Number 11 came out in the year 2000. God, I have a lot of early 2000s films. Dracula 2000. Ha, it came out in 2000. Yeah. Soundtrack was fun. It was interesting. I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of leather in this movie. It was gory at points, and I enjoy it. I have it. It's one of my top films. I have a list, my 1001 movies you must watch before you die, that I made up, and this was one of the first ones I put on there. If that tells you anything, I just really enjoy this movie. I don't know how to explain it. Watch it. You'll like it or you'll hate it. It's that simple. I enjoy it. Alright, number 10 came out in 2015. Oh, this is the newest film. Not that much newer than the other one, but this is the newest film, and it's Tag. And it's not the Tag everyone thinks. It's Tag from over there. You know, the one guy I was talking about earlier who did Suicide Club. It's one of his movies. And it's weird as hell. Freaking go on YouTube if you haven't seen it. Type in Tag opening scene and you'll be like, what the hell did I just watch? It's that simple. It's weird. It's hard to follow, so you might have to watch it a couple times. But it's interesting, and his work is just... I wish he was more known here in the States, because I would love to have a lot of his movies on Blu-ray. I actually don't have any of his on Blu-ray. I have a bunch on DVD. I think Tag might be the first one I get on Blu-ray, but it's technically not released here in the States on Blu-ray, I don't think. I'll have to look that up. I think it's still only UK exclusive, but it's like region free. Number 9! Came out in 2002. Dang, I really do have a lot of early 2000s. Ghost Ship. Another one of those movies that just intrigued me, the idea of it. And another one of those movies that has a really dope ass opening scene. Like, come on. That scene alone is worth watching that movie. I think that scene is in my top scenes, like top opening scenes of any movie ever. Opening scenes aside, that movie is just really good. It's one of those movies that I rented from Best Still Video, my favorite local rental store. They were open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You would rent $1 to $2 a movie, and it was due back the following Sunday. Not like, oh, if you rented on Friday, it was due back the following Friday. No, he always had it due back that following Sunday. Such a cool place. Sadly, he had like some issues with his wife, and they closed, or it was weird. But he didn't even tell anyone he was closing. I had movies that I rented from him, and then I went back the following weekend, and it was gone. So I was like, okay. But yeah, watch that movie. It's out there on Blu-ray. Of course, another film that Scream Factory has. Those fools have a lot of good movies. I hate to say it. Oh, they got the next 2 as well. Holy crap. So, number 8 came out in 1980. I remember watching this on a Halloween night. Motel Hell. It's kind of a comedy. It's funny to me. Watch it. It's interesting. I mean, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's not Psycho or anything. A lot of people get it mixed up as Psycho for some reason, because I guess because it's in a motel. It's not like that at all. Just watch it. Number 7 came out in 2001. One of the actors in this movie is in so many of my top films, so I assume he's probably considered one of my top actors. 13 Ghosts. I guess that's a remake too. But this 13 Ghosts is gory as hell, and it's interesting, and the glass scene. Yeah. That scene. But yeah. So that movie, it's one of those movies that I've been talking about for years that they should do this series on, like each episode be about one of the ghosts, and I don't know if they're ever going to actually do it. Maybe they are. I don't keep up with all these stupid things like Netflix, Hulu, and all those places. I never know what the hell they're coming out with anymore. Why invest in them when they cancel your shows after a season or so? Watch it, and like I said, it's another one that Scream Factory released on Blu-ray, so. Number 6. Okay, so basically the top 6 films all stem from my childhood, besides like number 5, I guess I was still kind of a kid. But all of these were all rented for me as a kid, and I probably was way too young to watch these films. So number 6 will tell you what I mean. Came out in 1978. I Spit on Your Grave. Should a freaking 10-year-old have been watching that movie? I think I was 10. I might have been 9. I don't know. Probably not. It's very messed up. I won't let my kids watch that movie. But I watched that movie. It's a revenge story. It's, wow, on that line of dirty and grungy. But yeah, watch it. Enjoy it for what it is. I mean, movies like that nowadays probably would get hated so much because of how Hollywood and the world are with film. Number 5 came out in 2000. See, that's what I mean. I was kind of a kid. Final Destination. This was tough. I didn't know if I wanted to put the first one or the second one, like I did with Leprechaun 2. I actually watched these backwards. I watched Final Destination 2 first by accident. What do you mean by accident? I'm a Napster kid. I downloaded a bootleg that labeled it Freddy vs. Jason. I started watching it and I was like, there's no Freddy or Jason. What the hell am I watching? Then I realized it was Final Destination 2. So yeah. I mean, I didn't download it from Napster though. I think I downloaded it from LimeWire back in the day. But that was that. I own the movie now. So all you copyright people out there, I own it on Blu-ray and DVD. So, and I own it on VHS. So, but that movie led me to see that, that's a sequel. I'm going to watch the first one. And that's probably why I don't fly anymore. Okay. I don't like flying. I probably am never going to go to the UK or Japan. Even though I really want to. I don't fly. I drive. Oh, but more people die in cars than they do in planes. I don't care. That movie, and I mean the second one, those movies in general have scarred a whole generation of people like me. And I mean, come on, the second one, you don't get behind a log truck. That's a given. If you are, you're stupid. I don't like water bottles that fall in my floorboard because of that movie. The first movie. Signs? Yeah, they scare me now. They could fall on you. That would hurt. That would kill you. Buses? Yeah, don't walk in front of them. That's dumb. But planes? Yeah, no, I don't fly. Because of that movie. Number 4. Another movie I probably shouldn't have watched when I was like... It was either 8 to 10 is when I watched a lot of these films from like the 80s and stuff. And they were all on VHS, which sucks because that rental store, when they closed, they had an auction and they had boxes of these VHSs and I didn't know it was happening. And they sold all these for like $20 a box. And the boxes had like almost 30 to 40 tapes in them. And the horror films were mixed in with them. And that sucks. I actually heard they boxed all the horror like genres together, so it would have been boxes of horror films on VHS. 1984, Silent Night, Deadly Night. I met him. Like literally, my top 6 films could all 6 to number 2 could all be switched around easy. Number 1's always gonna be number 1. If you know me, you know me. But, so, yes, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Interesting. Yes. The opening scene with the parents messed up. Punish? Yes. But yeah, so... I don't know. I have the top 3 80s films, and that's one of them. And number 3 came out in 1983. Oh, the years, I just noticed. But came out in 1983. Sleepaway Camp. I Met Her. Yeah, the twist ending wasn't really like super twisty. If you've watched the movie, you can kind of pick up on it. But yeah. Alright, so yeah. What to say? Sleepaway Camp. Not great at filming, but I enjoyed it and it was a fun watch that I probably shouldn't have watched as a little kid. And by the way, these 3 films, number 4, 3, and 2, I watched in the same damn night. So, number 2 came out in 1982. That's what I was saying, the years. years. But I thought that was funny. Slumber Party Massacre. Did not meet him, and I will never get to meet him now. R.I.P. That sucks. I wanted to meet all three of them. To have pictures with all three of them. That would have been really cool. But, yeah. It was... I say weird a lot. But... his choice of weapon was interesting. And, I mean, it's a slasher film. It's from the 80s. I'm most likely going to like it. You should like it too. Number one. Came out in 1996. Hold on. Yeah, so you've been with me this whole time. I'm sorry. You could have cut. You could have done anything. You could have skipped to the end and been like, oh, I don't know. But, number one. Came out in 1996. It's a Wes Craven classic. I don't care who you are. This movie is a classic to me. And I actually enjoy all the freaking sequels. So, there's that. I have all the damn posters. Scream. I love the way the killers are. I love that there's 2 killers and not 1. I also love that they're not freaking supernatural killers and they're just real humans and they can get hurt. And trip over their own damn feet. Because they're humans. And they can't walk in those damn outfits. But, Scream. It's a classic ass movie. I love it. It's my phone case. I'm surprised I'm not wearing a Scream shirt, but I decided not to wear a shirt that is on my damn list. But yeah, Scream is my favorite horror film. Get over it. I don't care. You can talk all you want. Yes, there are a lot of classics out there, but Scream was the very first damn DVD I watched. On a laptop. Of all things. I watched Scream 1, 2, and 3 together on a laptop. My cousin rented it for me. It's the very first time I ever watched DVD. Not the very first time I ever watched Scream. But it's the very first time I ever watched DVD. And it had me hooked from that day on. 2 years later, when I got my PS2. I never stopped buying DVDs. And now my house is DVDs. I live in a DVD house. Well, Blu-ray too, and 4K, and VHS, and Laserdisc, and Beta. But that is not the point. The point is, Scream is the movie that really got me hooked into films. And I absolutely love all the Scream movies, and I get it. Some people don't like them because they're it's too predictable. Yeah, the killers are pretty predictable. But Stu is alive. And that's where we need to get this point at. Stu is alive. I don't care who you are. He's alive. He's alive in all our hearts. If he's really dead, he's alive. I really think if they would have kept Stu alive, that would have been a really cool concept. But, you know, stuff happens. But yeah, so there's that. Alright, so that was my 31 films plus 20 that you should like. I mean, you don't have to like. These are movies I like. I think we should all have our own opinions on movies, and my opinions might not be your opinions, but you know what they say about opinions. I enjoy these films. These are films that have inspired movies that I like to watch, and it inspired my collection. So, for that, I am planning on doing more YouTube-like videos. It's just, right now, I have a green screen. I can't even film in my movie room because it's being remodeled. But, yeah, so there's that. And the sound and lighting where I'm filming right now kind of sucks. I get that, and I'm trying to learn the editing on that aspect. But enjoy this. Like, subscribe, press that bell icon. I do not like saying that. I really don't, but everyone says it. And it does help the channel grow. And I will be starting to sell shirts and stuff that are like based on horror and movies, I guess. And my channel, they'll have my logo too. So for that, enjoy. Peace.